So this is my LG, what is this thing? Studio LSWD305ST 30-inch double electric wall oven, which I purchased on November 2nd of 2015, and which, according to the manual, has a 2-year warranty from the date of original purchase. On Thanksgiving this year, of course, the lower oven stopped heating and it threw an F19 code. Since, according to me, it's still under warranty, I called the number that popped up on the screen, got a nice lady somewhere, I don't know, who said that it had a 1-year warranty. And then I said, well, the manual says 2, and she looked at something and said, oh, okay, whatever, and took some information, said there was that she would look to see if there was service people available. She said there weren't in my area and that someone would be calling me. And well, now it's been a week. I have received no calls. I'm pretty sure they don't care that I have a half-functional $3,000 wall oven. So I am going to do some troubleshooting on this pile and see if I can figure out what 5-cent Chinese-made part has failed and caused my oven to not heat. I was able to find a service manual online for a single oven, not a double. It doesn't quite look exactly the same, but I'm hoping that some of the programming is similar. And that I'll be able to use the test mode. So that's printing right now, and once that's printed, we'll be back and we'll see what we can do here. Well, I've actually gotten the correct manual for this thing now, and shut the power off, pulled the doors off because it's heavy as hell, and I'm going to have to go into it from the back. Got into test mode, didn't really tell me anything was wrong, but my guess is it's probably going to be this thermal limiter, and to get to that I have to pull this whole monster out of the wall and go at it from the back, and then I can run a test on it. So that ought to be interesting, but we're going to see what we can do. This ought to be entertaining. If I recall, this is what I set the thing on when I installed it the first time, so we're going to attempt to do that again. This baby is stunningly heavy. And there it is. Huh. Cabinet still looks good, so that's nice. So, alright, now we're gonna see what we can do here. Here's where the instructions get a little different on the single versus the double. The single, you have to go at these things from the top. The double, you actually have to go at this stuff from the bottom. Okay. That's a lot of screws. Cheese. Okay. Well, there's the thermometer. Wow. Well, actually, nicely, I can check everything from here. Very cool. Alright, well, I'm going to get the book now and perform some voltage checks and some resistance checks and see what the hell's going on. Okay, so I've got this whole thing apart, and I think I may have just found my fucking problem. Check this shit out. I don't know that those wires are supposed to be pinched in there. And I don't know that there was supposed to have been smoke. So, we're going to continue disassembling this, because it looks like I probably have a fuse that's blown, would be my guess. I've never taken this apart until this point. The only thing I did was build my little box in there and wire this whole thing up to that when I put it together. But you can see there's a burn mark there, and that is pinched. So we are about to do a little bit more digging and see if we can figure out what the hell's going on. Okay. Well, that's kind of annoying. I got a $3,000 goddamn dollar double oven here, and they tried to burn my house down. Look at how that's pinched. Look at it. This is the first time this has ever been taken apart. It's worked fine for a year, but something in there shorted. So I am going to, I mean, they're not going to give a shit. It's out of warranty. What the fuck do they care, according to them? But I'm going to hope that, oh, there's some fuses. I'm going to hope that something as simple as a fuse or a diode has taken a shit on me. My guess, if I had to guess, is that this stupid thing, which is doing nothing, should have been up in here where this bundle of shit came through this place, because I mean that is just terrible. There is every wire, every goddamn high voltage wire. I mean, we're talking all of this stuff. This is all your heater wires, this is everything. Every goddamn high voltage wire in this son of a bitch goes through this fucking frame. And this is truly aggravating. I mean, look at this shit. Look at this shit. Where the hell does this go? It's just sitting on a high voltage. I mean, this is crap. Holy shit, I paid $3,000 for this goddamn thing. This is terrible. My goodness. Well, I'm gonna look at this. This is just an abortion. My God. There's just wires touching sharp corners, crossing over stuff. I mean, look at that crap. It's just horrible. But this is really, that really bothers me. I am about, because my power is actually, the power is still on right now. So, I gotta go cut that off because I still got this son of a bitch hot. I don't think that hole's supposed to be in that metal. And now the orange and black wires next to it, they haven't been cut, but they were pinched and they were getting close. I don't know what they're for. And there's some wires down in that bundle where this thing blew out that have some insulation melted off of them. So I'm going to see what I can do to correct this shit, because I'll bet that right now it'll work since I've gotten rid of that fucking short. So we're going to continue. Okay. Looking at it, there doesn't appear to be any other damage than, you can see those two little notches in the orange and purple, orange and black, and then that one black wire is blown completely through. That's what cut that notch out of that bracket. So I am amazed, and I don't know what the hell, where that goes. Seems like it goes over to here, or there. Maybe over one of these. But I don't see any other obvious burn marks. It's a good possibility that that just cut power to my lower oven, because it blew out. I may not have destroyed anything else, so I may just be able to put a splice in that wire and this thing may be good to go. But I am going to rejigger a lot of these wires and get them tucked in there properly, and then put that insulation around it like it's supposed to be, because I'm not a moron, apparently, like the clowns who built this thing. So anyway, I guess we will continue. Well, apparently that's all she took. We're going to let it run for a little while because it takes about 5 minutes for this thing to fault out. But that heating element was not coming on before. The fan was running, but the heating element wasn't coming on when that wire was blown apart. So I'm thinking I have fixed it. And what I did, pretty simple, I just cut the wire, stripped it back, soldered it together, a little bit of heat shrink, and we're good to go. Conveniently, it appears that nothing else was damaged. And, well, ooh, I smell something so good, I think it's heating. And my house didn't burn down, so that's nice. I got that going for me, which is nice. Hey, alright, we got 130 and 140. Oh, we're cooking with gas now. Or electricity, actually. So, I'm pretty happy. I'm pissed off like nobody's bejesus, because I didn't spend $3,000 on this son of a bitch to burn my house down because of shitty quality control. But, glad it was an easy fix. Pretty happy with that. I think I'm going to get some electrical tape and wrap it around these two here, because they're not through, but they're the other ones that were pinched, and they're The insulation's a little thin. So I'm going to do that, and then I'm going to start putting this piece of shit back together. After I look at this shit. I mean, that's touching fucking everything. I mean, this is crossed over. I don't even know why. What's the point of having a relay if you're going to do that? This is junk. I mean, this is, like I said, this is kind of like I tell some people I work with when they're, if they're working for me. It's like, I'm not paying you to do something to make it look like I did it. And this wiring, I mean, this is shit. This is truly shit. I don't even know where this was made. I'm hoping it wasn't made in the US. Probably not. I think LG's Korean or something. Who the fuck knows? Signal wire crossing over a goddamn hotspot. I mean, this is just shit. Yeah, I mean, look at this. I mean, this is just shit. Goddamn. That's hot. That's a 240 volt wire right there, or 120, one per phase. And whatever the hell these things are, this yellow and gray, just sitting right on it. Oh yeah, what's the worst that could happen? What's the worst that could happen? So I'm going to go through this, shut the power off, and do it right. But at least my oven's working again, so that's nice. Alright, so I have tied this thing back together. Wherever you see blue tape or yellow tie wrap, that is spots where I had to cover wiring because it was impinging on metal. And that's just up here. I'm going to go down the whole back side of this thing as I button it back up and make sure there's nothing else. I mean, it's everywhere. I don't know what the hell I'm going to do with that. Those feel like temperature probe wires, so they're probably not carrying a lot of current. But everywhere, it's just junk. I'm going to tape that up too, I guess. But this was the big one. This is the big screw up. This never would have come to light if they hadn't screwed this up. By pinching, not having this piece in the right spot, like I have it now, just like this one is, not having that in the right spot, allowed them to get these wires pinched up under here, which allowed it to arc flash after it broke through the insulation, and damn near burned my house down. So, what I haven't looked is to see if there's no visible smoke under there, so it was pretty small. Luckily it cut through real quick and didn't create any other havoc. So, count my blessings, I guess. But LG, sorry buddies, you have really disappointed me, and I have a fair bit of your stuff. I mean, I've got a really nice refrigerator here I've had for a long time. It's been pretty good. And I've got microwave over there. I mean, I got a bunch of your shit, and I hope this, for your sake, this is an aberration, because I really don't care. I'm not, one of those people, oh, my lawsuits. I don't do that kind of garbage. But this was extremely disappointing, and I will definitely think twice before purchasing anything from you guys again, because this is sad. I mean, this is a $3,000 oven, and to have workmanship that was like that just absolute shit. It's terrible. But for whatever it's worth, it's fixed. It's working again. I'm going to button it back up, put it back in. Merry Christmas.